Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day to start things off. And of course we begin with the news that's everywhere news. Ethereum has been experiencing a tremendous market momentum with a price increase of over 55% this month. From a valuation standpoint, Ethereum has been particularly complicated as it influenced not only the performance of the native cryptocurrency, but also the token running on the Ethereum platform. That same characteristic makes it sound difficult to understand the factors influencing price movements. The recent Etherium Bull Run has had marked footprints and the blockchain behavior of the crypto asset. Analysis of the Ethereum blockchain reveals very interesting patterns that shed some light on the recent positive momentum as well as the current state of the Ethereum. From a financial standpoint, as always, it is fascinating to compare some of the data points revealed by the blockchain datasets against traditional technical analysis methods. The way that they pretty much go on talking about it is exactly what we've been talking about before. More people are using Ethereum. A lot of major companies have announced that they're going to be using Ethereum. A lot of people seem to be holding back their Ethereum and or are not selling their Ethereum simply because everyone's waiting to see if they need 32 Ethereum to be able to stake Ethereum on the network. Also, all the Ethereum being locked up in DeFi. But a major point of it, at least from my vantage point, has been the JP Morgan Chase announcement. We get tons of good news all the time within the cryptocurrency space. A lot of it never really translates. This is how I kind of view things. We could get news. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. That Ethereum has partnered with whatever it is, and Ethereum's price may have even gone down. What ends up happening is that when we get really big, major financial news, I still don't think that a lot of people within the cryptocurrency space actually take notice, and I think it's actually banks and institutions who may have already been on the sidelines. They're the ones that kind of go, okay, let's start getting into this. And that's when the prices rise, and that's when everyone else who's already in the cryptocurrency space goes, oh yeah, see, the price is going up. And it's like, yeah, it's because the other people who finally took notice for other things that other people in the network system sphere didn't notice. Anyway, Ethereum's price is doing very well and has been doing very well, I think, since the beginning of this year. I still think it has to do also, Ethereum is having a very good year so far. It's the middle of the second month. However, just on the announcements of their upgrades and the future upgrades and the, what was it, the 30th of July? For the actual BAM implementation of Ethereum 2.0, especially with Bitcoin's halving in May, all the dates kind of line up together. So that's the first part of news that's everywhere news. This one says 680-day bear trend for XRP is over, making an epic rally likely. I'm going to tell you completely honestly. When I read this title, I laughed. I didn't laugh because it's a rocket ship. I laughed because I didn't realize it had been 680 days. That me, you, all of us listening right now had been here over the course of a 680-day downtrend for XRP. For me, it felt like maybe 4 months, maybe 5 months. It didn't feel like time had, I guess, even gone that fast. It's been 680 days that XRP has been in a bear market. And over the last couple of days, if you have been paying attention, XRP's price has been performing fairly well, one might say. And we're getting a lot of reports now that XRP looks like it could be poised for a 2x or a 3x over the next couple of months if this trend ends up continuing. But of course, I believe this is also, once again, partially reliant on if Ethereum and Bitcoin continue on their upward trend as well. Let's not fool ourselves. A lot of this momentum for the altcoins has been specifically because Ethereum and Bitcoin have been performing very well. When you go onto many different cryptocurrency exchanges, while they may have other crypto pairings and fiat pairings and Bitcoin pairings and all this other stuff, people typically, normally, the largest amount of volume flowing through the cryptocurrency space is normally through Ethereum and Bitcoin. It just so happens that, luckily for us, especially if you have altcoins usually push higher when the top two coins also end up pushing higher. But this has also caused XRP's volume to like actually skyrocket. Like actually, it's completely insane. We'll see when we look at the actual prices, but normally before XRP's volume was around like 600, 700 million, and Bitcoin was around like 3, 4, 5 billion. And it's way beyond that now as the interest has once again come back, and it looks like people are aiming for a 50-cent XRP, and then we have a 50-cent XRP. People start talking about the 60, and then you get to 70. And by the time you get to around 72, people are like, is it pushing to $1? Then you get to the dollar, it's $1.10, it's $1.50. And then those 3, 4, 5, 10% movements in the day equal to a lot more, as opposed to just half a cent. Anyway, continuing on with the news that's everywhere. You're understanding that a lot of the news that we end up getting all the time past 6, 7 weeks has just been about how good and or gooder, not a word. Gooder is a word. Gooder? No, you can't say I'm feeling gooder. How much better the altcoins have been doing. This one says, Litecoin LTC price. Analysts remain bullish despite price volatility. This one says, Tezos cryptocurrency can surge 5 to 10x after 100% rally in 2 weeks. Tezos is the cryptocurrency that has the entire market buzzing. After an astounding 190% rally took the price of the altcoin to a new high. Despite such massive gains already this year, a top crypto trader claims that Tezos could still pull another 5 to 10x in the future as the hype around the security token offering market builds. Since the start of February alone, since the start of this month, it's been 15 days. Tezos is up over 115%. Since the start of the new year, the crypto asset is up over 175%. Wow. From the asset's October 2019 bottom, Tezos is up by 390%. And from the altcoin's December 2018 bottom, it is up a staggering, wow, 1,000% for investors who sniped the lowest possible low. If it's, wait, Tezos is, what is it? Is the price somewhere around here? Tezos like 340? Was Tezos really like 30 cents? From a numbers perspective alone, it is easy to see why Tezos has the entire crypto market buzzing. Valuations across the speculative asset class are driven almost entirely by hype, and few have the hype surrounding them that Tezos does. This one, tying directly into it, says the price of Tezos has been in a tier this year, with the crypto asset gaining more than 190% of the last 5 weeks. These gains have seen Tezos become the 10th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. A lot of over the weeks. Bullish momentum. Weiss Ratings took to Twitter to commend Tezos for its impressive performance so far. The market research firm noted that Tezos has gained more than 190% in the last 5 weeks. Weiss also noted, but the weeks respective ahead, they said they gave it a B-, but it's still on fire. It has surged more than 190% in the past 5 weeks. They believe the 3 factors for it are its flexible governance model. Anyone holding Tezos can propose an upgrade for the network. Secondly, Tezos holders receive annual dividends for validating transactions. This is while being able to propose upgrades for the network might seem cool. I think if anything, what will lead Tezos further into the future, besides the price increases, is the fact that Tezos holders receive annual dividends for validating transactions. That is I told you, we are in a world, and no one, and you may like to work, you may like your job, but 99% of people don't like to work and they don't like their jobs. Everyone is constantly looking for a passive income, annual dividend, quarterly this, where they don't really have to work and they can kind of get the money that they need to go on about their lives. For some reason, my YouTube recommended, suggested, whatever that page is called, is just full, and I don't get why. And I haven't clicked on any of these videos. It's full of people talking about dividend stocks and passive income stocks and how much I make per year from this stock and how much I so and so and so, and how much people sitting on beaches drinking tequila talking about, yeah, I make 60,000 a year from my stocks. And I'm like, why are you? I don't click on anything stocky. I don't get why they're all popping up. The point is there's obviously a huge amount of energy behind the entire movement. Everybody wants to be able to invest in something that also gives them money back passively. This is why we've seen a huge uptick in the amount of websites that have like staking on the top, where you can click on top and you can stake some of your coins, or you can get passive income on this, or you can give this website your Bitcoin and they give you back 6%. It's all these things because everybody, listen, it's nice being able to hold an asset that goes up for 190% in 5 weeks. First of all, that's completely unheard of in this entire world. But also, especially 1,000%, that's the real shocker. The entire point being that people want, I don't want to say something for nothing, but we had this discussion yesterday. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Tezos uses a proof of stake consensus algorithm whereby holders can validate transactions on the network with their Tezos tokens. Finally, Weiss noted that Tezos is highly decentralized. In particular, Tezos has 80% of the tokens actively participating, in the validation of the network. Moreover, there is an even distribution of bakers on the network, with the largest baker controlling only 6 points. That's kind of nice. I won't lie. With the largest validator controlling only 6.57% of the total Tezos in circulation. There are many other blockchains where that is not so. Anyway, Tezos is the wunderkind for this year so far. I could definitely see, and okay, and I'll be completely honest with you. I like being honest. I am firmly committed to a few coins. We have spoken about this before. This is why I don't make those hype videos about what the top this is, and this is the top so-and-so, and the top 15 coins this week, and the top coins this hour. However, there are moments where I do wonder if I should FOMO into something, or if I should wait, or if I should buy at all. I do foresee a future. Tezos has a huge backing behind it, and I don't mean from everyday normal people. I mean from corporations and companies and stuff like that who are clearly putting their weight behind Tezos. I would myself be very annoyed, just honestly, if Tezos goes from, I'm already a bit annoyed that it went from 34 cents to wherever the heck it is right now. If it goes from $3 and some change, let's say like $115 per Tezos, be a little peeved. I won't lie, because I would have missed that opportunity. But this is also with the rest of the cryptocurrency market going up. But it's also one of those situations where you're kind of like, wait, what was it? 34, 132, 3,000. Huh. If you had, wait, so that's, if you had put 3,000 into Tezos, 34 cents, let's say 33. Would you have had 9,000 Tezos, or am I doing that incorrectly? No, you would have had 9,000 Tezos. See, even if you had, wait, if you had put $1,000 to Tezos when it was 30 cents, you would have got 3,000 Tezos. This is what is, yeah, these are what the numbers are looking like. 3,000 Tezos, if it hits $100, that's $300,000. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, everybody. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's little things like this. It's the same exact thing. Once again, 2017. It's like the ghost that keeps haunting me. The same thing happened with many other coins. It was the same exact thing with Litecoin, going from 4 to 180. No, from 4 to like 300 something. It's the same exact things. But then I think as investors, we forget what we ourselves have, i.e., we have other crypto, and then when another crypto ends up going up, we kind of look enviously at that one that's going up, not realizing that at the end of the year, we've also made a huge gigantic profit off of the stuff that we've bought that other people also haven't bought. Anyway, yeah, that's the Tezos news. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Tezos, but I just assume that it's going to continue to perform well, and I am interested to see where its price will be in about 5 years. That is, it's gonna be a make or break for me, as in like if nothing. All right, and the next one this one is news that's slightly kind of everywhere news. Bitcoin whales holding about 100 to 1,000 BTC have started accumulating more of it. This is said by Kraken, the cryptocurrency exchange, in a report published on Friday. The U.S. exchange noted a stagnant growth in the number of whale addresses effectively from January 3rd, 2020. That's this year. The month saw 10 to 100 BTC holders, increasing their exposure to Bitcoin. Nevertheless, people holding more than 100 Bitcoin were in a wait-and-see approach. And if you can read this chart, bless your heart, because this just looks odd. It's just a lot of lines. Entering the second month of 2020 changed the perspective a bit. Kraken said January's surge in the Bitcoin price soon followed a jump in traders holding 100 to 1,000 BTC. The exchange further termed in a historical pattern wherein 10 to 100 BTC holders in the accumulation phase cast a similar sentiment spell. The entire point being people are holding more Bitcoin. The writing style on this is giving me a headache. The rundown of it is that people who are holding Bitcoin are now holding more Bitcoin. They also found a surge in the amount of people who have 0.1 Bitcoin to an entire Bitcoin, surge more than 10% since 2018, as once again, more people are buying and holding and not getting rid of their Bitcoin, which is kind of logical, as once again, nobody wants to be that pizza guy. I'm sorry that I keep mentioning it. I don't assume he's watching my videos, but there was an interview with him a couple of weeks ago where they were like, hey, so you're I'm sorry. They were like, hey, so you're the Bitcoin pizza guy, and he's like, yeah. And as the interview went on further and further, you could see what depression really looked like in his face. Like I've never physically seen depression, but I learned what it looked like that day. He says that he still has some, or I think he's accumulated a bit more, but he'll never have those 30, 40, 50,000 Bitcoin that he ended up having before. Can you imagine having $50,000 Bitcoin? Can you imagine having spent 50,000 Bitcoin on pizza? You would hate yourself forever. There's no going back. Like, you will never have those 50,000 Bitcoin back again. There's no chance. Maybe if you go to like a parallel universe, but besides that, there's no. Right. Yay, people are accumulating more Bitcoin, which is logical. And let's move on. In news, and I mean, dare I say it again? In news that's really everywhere news, the TRON Foundation, a cryptocurrency firm that is known for hyping its long ledger of partnerships, understatement, appears to have entered a particularly important one. The maintainer of the cryptocurrency TRON has entered a partnership with Steemit, a major blockchain-based blogging and social networking website, to provide its network for Steemit services. As part of the strategic partnership, the TRON Foundation will work with the firm to move Steemit and other Steem blockchain-based decentralized applications to the TRON blockchain, the firm said in an announcement shared with Cointelegraph yesterday. The partnership also includes the shift of the old Steem token to a new Steem token based on the TRON blockchain. Following the news, Steem surged by almost 26% over a 24-hour period. TRON has also edged up notably, trading 10% higher at the time of publication. I think it actually, I saw TRON around up 15, 16%. I assume as more people realize what was going on. Additionally, the collaboration will enable giveaways to the existing TRON users with the new TRON-based Steem tokens, as well as a new accelerator program towards the developer community. Listen, I get it. I know TRON isn't that bad. I just don't care for TRON. I think it's just the name. I think if it was called Nort, I think I wouldn't hit it as hard, but it's called TRON. The point being, this news was everywhere news. Steemit joins TRON ecosystem. Steemit joins TRON network. Steem price skyrockets by over 25%. It was, I could have had about 18 more tabs open here, but I decided not to crash my computer. I'll tell you one thing. And the reason why I won't knock this partnership, because first of all, they actually both came forward and said that it was going to happen. So that means it's valid. When networks, blockchains, websites, dApps shift to a new blockchain, they typically do a lot of research before they do so. As Steem has been around for a while, and I think was originally associated with EOS, I think that was the original association, one can assume that over the course of, I would assume, anywhere from 1 to 6 months or more, talks were taking place, if not testing the TRON network, which means that the TRON network was okay enough for this to actually work well, for Steemit to want to change. So good for TRON. I will tip my hat to thee, and I'm going to move on because I've only said good things so far. And this is, I think, a very historic moment for me. So I am going to go on this win streak and say congrats to TRON, and let's move on. See, it's a brand new day. It's 2020. Brand new me. I'm lying. Next up, SBI is in the news. A subsidiary of Japanese financial services giant Sbi Holdings is partnering with German tech company Northern Data AG and Texas-based data centers operator Whinstone US Inc. The partnership was revealed in a 13th of February announcement detailing that Whinstone, a subsidiary of the Frankfurt-based Northern Bitcoin AG, will host SBI Crypto at its data centers in Texas, as well as assist SBI Crypto in the development of blockchain-related projects. SBI CEO Carson Smith said that the firm has been making plans with Whinstone and Northern Data for the last year. The announcement further noted that SBI Crypto may also invest in Northern Data equity. Today's announcement would appear to confirm previous reports that the firms were developing a crypto mining operation. As of last month, SBI purportedly signed a deal with Whinstone to process cryptocurrency transactions at a new mining facility. The news that maybe I didn't even go over this like about a month or no, maybe about a month ago, is that apparently SBI, which is a Japanese banking consortium, apparently was trying to move into the US, and namely into Texas, which I guess kind of solidifies everything that we heard, rather that I read, and that they, what's the word? That apparently SBI is trying to make a crypto mining operation within the United States. And I think Texas is also a hotspot, a hotbed, I don't know the word, for cryptocurrency mining, as I think electricity rates are less expensive there, or it has something to do with like solar powered and all this other stuff. So yeah, SBI is going to make a mining operation project. I think this is only making the news because it's probably with a German company and a US company. I would definitely assume they probably already have at least 5 cryptocurrency mining operations around the world. We're only hearing about this one because the other companies probably came forward with the announcement. Right. Next up, on Thursday, digital asset exchange Binance announced that its futures trading platform, Binance Futures, which went live September of last year, is launching a perpetual contract for VeChain. They talk about VeChain. It's amazing. It's awesome. Robust. Money. Binance Futures product is being launched yesterday on Valentine's Day. According to Binance's announcement, to prevent market manipulation, Binance will implement a trading limit of plus minus 1% on the mark price within the first 30 minutes after trading starts. Also, it is worth noting, keeping in mind that, as with BAT to USD perpetual contracts, which was announced yesterday, I didn't even see that. So apparently the day before Binance also has a BAT USD futures contract. Perpetual contracts on Binance's futures are similar to the trading pairs on the spot market, and they are priced and settled in the same manner. So double whammy. The news from Binance, I mean, it's like every day now. I don't think there are that many more coins that they can keep on adding to their futures contracts. So for those of you who wanted it, Binance Futures now has VeChain futures and also BAT futures. I didn't even think we saw the news for that. I don't remember even seeing BAT futures news, but here we are. I think Binance has the most futures of any other platform out there. I know BitMEX has like, I think 5 or 10 coins. I don't think Coinbase, does Coinbase have futures? If they do, it's like 5 coins. Every day Binance is in the news with their futures. Here's the actual announcement for it right here. Binance Futures will launch VET USDT perpetual contracts with up to 50x leverage. Yay, VeChain. I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's every day. It's every single day that they're adding more futures. Good for them. And to kind of finish things off, Block One, the company behind the EOS blockchain, is launching its voiced blockchain-based social network on yesterday. It's Valentine's Day. Voice has been one of the most anticipated projects to come out of EOS. Brock Pierce, it says former child actor, I don't know why that's relevant to the article, and blockchain billionaire behind EOS has tweeted about the launch, but good for him. If he was a former child actor and he's now a billionaire, good for him. Has tweeted about the launch of EOS's voice blockchain-based social media network taking place. The beta version of Voice, is available from the infamous voice.com domain. Oh yeah, Block One paid $30 million for that. No, never mind. It's not important. They said Voice on EOS.io starts today. It's time to get your voice back. Ooh. Social as it should be. Sign up for beta at voice.eos #blockchain.eos. Okay, Voice has been a huge undertaking for Block One. They have invested over $150 million on the project. The platform bills itself as a truth-focused social media network, which aims to give censorship-heavy social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter a run for their money. Voice is not actually launching here. Here's the news that we had before. Listen, this is I say what's out there. This is what we get. And I do quoteth from bitcoinist.com. It says Voice is not actually launching on the EOS mainnet itself, but on a separate EOS.io blockchain. EOS.io is a protocol and development toolkit or set for building private, public, and enterprise blockchains developed by Block One. Block One initially announced that Voice would launch on the EOS mainnet. However, they changed their minds after the EIDOS, EIDOS smart contract on the EOS mainnet caused crippling congestion on the chain. EIDOS caused EOS wallet users to be unable to move their EOS tokens. The platform will require users to provide identity verification to use the platform and will moderate fake news, bullying, and manipulation. So it seems free speech and censorship resistance will be curtailed to some extent, and they will not allow nicknames or avatars either. Well, working backwards, I definitely am not using Voice then. I'm not using my real name. I definitely, you know, it's crazy. My throat is like, no, stop talking. I definitely planned on using TMI or the Modern Investor. I wondered how they would be moderating the platform. The entire point of Voice, from what I heard, was to be able to get your voice back, to be able to kind of say what you want when you want. Having to give my real name, provide ID, so they know basically everything about me if they wanted to. Imagine if I was bored one day and I decided to go on and say something scandalous, if you will, and then my account got deleted on a platform that's supposed to be, you know what? I'll leave it up to all of you. There are tons of other platforms that many people shouldn't be using, like Instagram, like Facebook, but they flourish. So let's see how this one actually ends up going. If you plan on using Voice, go to voice.com and sign up for the beta. Just be aware, you have to pretty much give yourself to them. And what was the other part? Yeah, like I said, we mentioned this before in another video. People screamed at me for saying that it didn't happen or that it was not going to happen. I've seen this pushed around many times before, that Voice is not going to actually be on the EOS mainnet itself, but it's going to be on a separate EOS.io blockchain because of this exact thing. Because we had news before when the EOS blockchain had slowed down almost to a grinding halt. This was a couple of months ago, and people had started taking off or announced that they weren't going to be building on top of EOS anymore. They were moving to TRON. We even had some who said they were moving to back to Ethereum. So this is the news that we get. I give it as it is, and I tell you what I read. That doesn't make any sense. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm interested to see exactly how this plays out, how this develops. I think it is fascinating that they simply just didn't. And I assume I expected this to be more of like an open place. You can kind of say what you want, when you want, post what you want. Kind of like I was hoping for like a brand new Facebook or like a brand new Twitter that was focused around cryptocurrencies, even though Twitter is kind of heavy crypto based. I don't know how many people, like when you open an Instagram, you don't have to give them ID. You just open an Instagram. When you open a Twitter, you just open a Twitter. I don't know how this is going to catch on, because I could see it working, but I don't think they're ever going to hit the 50 million to 100 million user mark. Imagine trying to download an app and the first thing they ask you for is ID, and then your blood type, and then an eye scan, and all this other stuff. And you're also going to have to go, you will have to go through KYC and AML, which is pretty much giving your name, probably your address and all that other stuff, because they have voice tokens on the actual platform. And they had to go through all those hoops and hurdles because the SEC told them, you can't give out coins, you can't give out so-and-so without us knowing who's transacting and all this value. So I wonder how, like even on Steam, if you've never used Steemit before, you go there, you make an account, and you start posting stuff. Well, beta has launched for voice. We will see how voicey it gets. But yeah, that's the EOS voice news for today. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Professor Wally from Gunbot University, Chongololo Tsongololo, Nostromo, Mr. Pickles, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia, Barebones Mining, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Mohammed Roni, Massive Ventures in Thailand, Brady Neal, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Crypto Joe, Bankroll Network, Adobo, Mil Louisi, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Nicholas from Earth, One Piece, One Love, Damien, Setsuna, Nick Kanai, Richie Richard III, Vlad the Impaler, Crypto Bitch, Shipmate, Paxis, Nick Mangela, Vody Anthony, Charles, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller, his chest every day, and Cal Skips Leg Day, Yes to Crypto, Buddy McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monks Corner Staff, Arfmedic 17, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Matronisa, and On Crypto with Lionel. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Hold on, I have to have some tea. No, hold on. Well, that last one burned my throat. At the moment, Bitcoin is currently trying to trend itself back up. There was a bit of a dip, whatever you want to call this thing right here. Over the last, let's see, that's 12 hours, last 11 hours, something happened to the price of Bitcoin. No idea what. It could just be simple fluctuations. At the moment, the market, or the rest of the market, wasn't as phased by Bitcoin's dip. Ethereum is currently up by 5.5%, looking like it's trying to go a bit higher. XRP is currently up by 3.3%. I think last night we hit 34 cents, which is wonderful. Everyone was kind of losing their minds over it hitting 34 cents. I assume, should we see Bitcoin retest and pass by 10,500, the rest of the altcoins will also follow suit. Tezos is still up by... Tezos is never not green. It's up by 6.48% at the moment. Where's TRON? TRON is only up by 2.4%. Yeah, it was up a lot further last night. Apparently something dipped it low. Chainlink is up by 10%. Neo is up by 6.25%. If you can tell me why, you get a cookie. VeChain Thor, is that... Wait... Yes, sorry for screaming. VeChain Thor is up, I assume, because of the Binance Futures thing. Lisk is up. Woo, love me some Lisk. Omise Go is up. I have question marks, but it's nice to see that it's up. Omise Go before was coin number 50. So it's nice to see the movement upwards. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice way to go into the weekend, if nothing else. I think that's everything I have to say. There's nothing really more. Thank you for everyone who has, and I mean this honestly, and in the most sincere way possible. Thank you to everyone who wasn't a jerk while I was really sick. I felt terrible between Monday through Wednesday/Thursday. The amount of people who just didn't really care that I was clearing my throat or that I was sick and told me to get better. I really do appreciate you. It's very difficult making videos every single day, especially when you're sick. To have people just say thank you because you're doing something when you're sick, as opposed to people telling me to edit out my throat clearing or to not make videos at all. It's like, I like making videos. This is why I make videos. I don't have to make videos. Not to sound like a jerk, but I have tons of investments. I make videos because I like to make videos. I like to talk to all of you. I like to discuss things happening within the cryptocurrency market. So once again, just to finish that off, I do appreciate the support. Let's hope that the cryptocurrency market continues to do well as we move further into the weekend. And let's see if we start getting more reports of, that's a creepy photo. Let's see if we start getting more reports of Bitcoin's halving actually taking place in April because of all the people now mining on the network. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are have had, and continue to have a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. If any of you actually sign up for Voice, tell me what it's like. I won't lie and say that I'm not curious, because I would like to actually use Voice, but there's no chance. I would rather use Facebook. No. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.